It's time to wake up, samurai. Cyberpunk 2077 The Psycho Squad. The theme is insanity. It's about psychosis. The game was amazing. Phantom Liberty DLC. Fire. The anime was peak. Fuck, even the music video was a banger about Sasha. Johnny Silverhand is goated because he said it best. Corpo scum are trying to play us for gonks. Corps have long controlled our lives, taken lots, and now they're after our souls. Back in the day, you'd shout out, "Let's fuck up Arasaka," and every single one of them would jizz their pants. Do whatever it takes to stop them, defeat them, gut them. Set up right in the middle of Arasaka and burn it to the ground. It'll be a gig to remember. But in the end, the code you live by is how you define yourself. We got 4 major pieces of peak cyberpunk lore. The original tabletop, the video game, the anime, and now the comics. All that's missing is the live action film, good cinema. And this is the cover for issue 1. We got Max Tack dealing with cyber psychos. We start off at a corporal tower where they're scamming for eddies, but it's a fucking bloodbath. Everyone got slaughtered by the net runner that was supposed to be protecting it, but turned into a fucking cyber psycho. This is Spar Delta. They're having a mission briefing about bringing in the cyber psycho alive. Hook is the new recruit, and her crazy ass signed up to blow heads off with their new team, and they're all like, "We don't play dirty like that here." Cyber Psycho got the whole building on lock, but Max Tack Hacker found a weakness in the front door security shutters. But as soon as they run up in the building, it's a fucking shootout with a bunch of flying drones and shit programmed by the Cyber Psycho. This is an amazing panel. This is what I like to see in Cyberpunk. Look at this shit. The Psycho even hacked the automated vacuums to attack Max Tack. But the new recruit Hook, she's having a fucking field day. This is what she signed up for. This is what she's loving. She's going in for the kill. She breaks out the legendary Mantis blades and just goes straight to work and shit. She's fucking destroying, ripping everything in sight. She's calling out Stepovic. "I know you love killing as much as I do. You ain't gotta lie to the rest of the crew." Stepovic says, "Fuck you, Hook. I ain't unhinged like you, rookie," and then saves her ass. Shoots a drone right behind her. The rest of the squad is all like, "Don't let her troll you like that." By the way, the Cyber Psycho's name is Chris Tyburn. He's 32 years old and lives and breathes cyberware. Your typical Night City gooner. Hacked into everyone's cyberware in the building, made them hurt each other, kill each other. Even Max Tack Hacker is getting his ice breached, overheating his systems. Hook is all like, "Tell me where he's at, I'll cut us a path." Lieutenant Mason's all like, "No, that's not how we do things here," until one of the hacked corpos runs up, grabs her grenade, puts it in his mouth, and it fucking explodes everybody. Look at that shit, dude. It's peak level cyberpunk shit right here. Max Tack is disoriented, trying to get back into focus. "Where's Lieutenant Mason? I think I'm wearing her." Oh shit, she's fucking exploded. Look at this panel over here. Shit's fucking chaos. Corpo Gonk is hacking everyone's chrome. He fucked up Hook's visuals and she goes off running. Took over Stepovic's arm and makes him attack Mutt. But as soon as he gains control, they turn around and see Bowden fucking lit up in flames. Overheated his fucking ice and got him to lit himself on fire. Dude, this Cyber Psycho is taking out the whole squad. Night City is probably worse than Gotham. So they go to look for Hook and wonder why it's so quiet now. No one's attacking each other. And they find all these fucking slaughtered ass bodies from the people that were attacking each other. And then they walk in a room and find Hook there with the head of the Cyber Psycho. And there were 75 employees left in the building, and she slaughtered every single last one of them just to get to his sorry ass. All she had to do was upgrade her cyber audio implants. She couldn't see, but she can still hear their heartbeats. Then it cuts to Stepovic, letting off steam, hitting the bag. Even he had a fucked up origin story. He went crazy for a little bit, came to, and then was recruited by Max Tack. Then Mutt comes in spilling tea about Chris Tyburn. Corpo Scum pushed him to the edge. He had a long list of medical history fuck-ups. They're planning to report Hook to the commissioner, and then it cuts to the commissioner, and he's actually hiring Hook to be the new leader of Max Tack Delta. What the fuck? Of course they're hiring psychos. Have you ever seen that movie Demolition Man? Send a maniac to catch a maniac. And then this is the cover for issue 2. Yeah, Night City is definitely worse than Hell's Kitchen. How far do you think Kingpin or Penguin would get if they ran the gauntlet in Night City? They're not getting past Adam Smasher, the cyber boogeyman. Cyber Psycho takes out some cops, Max Tack arrives, and now it's led by crazy ass Hook. Shit's gonna get fucking Nova. Rain, fire, and they drop down like a bunch of goons. Psycho tries to jump up at the same time, gets his chrome scrambled. Look at this panel right here. It's fucking preem. And Hook is so demented and a tactical genius that she cut off all of his arms and legs just to make his ass suffer more. Just look at her. She's basically Harley Joker vibes in one being. Psycho is still yapping and she slaps him with his own arm. Shut the fuck up. And then Stepovic steps up talking about, "I'll cook this beta." But then Hook tells him to stand down. Stepovic, that's an order. "Now gather around, boys and girls." There's a new rookie on the team, so she's showing him the ropes, and Cyberpsycho's on the ground still. Kill, 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 kill. Hook notices that there's an ambush about to happen. Everybody lock in. Psycho is still on the ground yapping, so Hook shoves his hand down his suckhole. Stepovic is getting cold feet, but Hook wants to wait for the smoke. We the Psycho Squad, so sit the fuck down, choom. Stepovic and Mutt start chirping about how Lieutenant Hook might be a serial killer if it wasn't for this job. She's regular Psycho. Hook sees that Stepovic is acting like a soft-ass beta right now for sympathizing with the Cyberpsycho, so she makes him go fetch him some water. And this is the tricky part about Psychosis, because he walks up to the Psycho and sees that he's sane right now. He's acting normal, but then he slowly just rages again and shit. And then Psycho gets lit up, sprayed by the gonks on top. It's a fucking firefight. Shootout starts happening. Look at this shot. Psycho's still alive, but he starts acting like a zombie and he starts biting Stepovic on his fucking foot while Hook and Mutt are laying down suppressant fire. Ritter, the rookie, is trying to biohack their chrome. Shit is fucking Nova right now. When does MaxTac ever have a tame day? Back-to-back preem panels. This is where Lieutenant Hook, the psychotic baddie, says, "I'll do it myself." Fucking super jumps in the air. You must be the leader. Slices this low-level meatbag up, but then she sees that Stepovic still needs help and she's all like, "Oh, for fuck's sake." Jumps off like a fucking vampire all the way down. Frog splash with the mantis blades. Dude, Lieutenant Hook is at least super soldier tier. She's out here moving mad, bruv. She took out the whole fucking team. She pulls up to Stepovic and punches his ass in the fucking mouth for being a big old bitch. And then this is the the cover for issue 3. And this picks up with Stepovic being healed up. His leg is fucked up like a dog bit it and shit. And he's having flashbacks of when he was a cyber psycho and it's fucking his psyche up and shit. He keeps hearing him talk to him and he's all like, "Fuck off!" as he hears a knock at the door. Turns out to be Big Mutt, inviting him out for some noodles and some beer. So they go to the noodle bar and they're all like, "You want to talk about it?" They found out that Hook kind of used Stepovic for bait. He was all like, "Man, I don't want to talk about it. Let's just drink." Some time goes by and he's all like, "I mean, who the fuck does she think she is?" They get to chirping. Long behold, Hook is right outside running up on a Valentino, shooting his ass up, lighting him like a fucking Christmas tree. And the crazy bitch is so petty. She told everybody to calm the fuck down. She's a badge and this guy had a shitload of warrants. I think, even though he probably didn't have warrants. And then she turns around and fucking shoots his ass again, double tap. Just a normal Tuesday in Night City, you know what I mean? Turns out Mutt pulled her file, knew she would be there. So they're actually stalking her ass, and they need an offer to do something quick, or else she's gonna turn them into her. They decide to follow her for a little bit, see where she's going, end up finding out that she's actually making backhand deals with the local gangs. They're over here dealing with S. Keith, Synth Coke, Dorf, and Glitter, most of all Black Lace, which is what she fucking got right there. Knew her sussy ass was up to no good, and they continue following her all the way to a fucking underground fight club. And from there on, they're just watching her commencing beta beatdown. She's beating the shit out of everyone into the fucking ground. Even the referee is trying to stop it, and she knocks his punk ass out too. And Mutt's talking about, look, she's a feral dog. Her aggressiveness has escalated with her promotion, so we need to put her down like a feral dog. Stepovic thinks about it all night. He's having flashbacks, dead bodies are talking to his ass again. He goes for a walk, passes by the mall, sees that some shit's going down. They got a cyber psycho in the mall, and he's all like, "Oh shit, here we go again." Now this cyber psycho is a mother of two. She got in an argument with a mall cop, and then fucking gouged his eyes out with her thumb, reached all the way back to his skull, grabbed his blicky, and just started blasting ever since. Stepovic runs in for the 1v1. They get to banging. She's already waiting for his ass. Look how agile these cyber psychos are. She's jumping all over the place. Nice panel. He notices a look of fear on the psycho's face. Like she doesn't want to do this, but she's just giving in to her rage. So he starts trolling her. He's all like, "Look at you. You're not even enjoying this, are you?" But the big bro, Big Mutt, comes in at the last second and takes her ass straight to fucking Suplex City. Look at that shit. Perfect form right there for all my grapplers. But it turns out Lieutenant Hook was spying on us all along through that psycho's eye cams. And she overheard us too, talking shit about killing her ass. So she's gonna be plotting. And then this is the cover for issue 4, final issue. Let's get it. This is a cyberpsychosis support group. They say cyberpsychosis can be cured, but MaxTac keeps fucking everything up and killing off the cyberpsychos. So you know some corporal scum probably put a hit out for sabotage. And all of a sudden, a fucking speedster psycho with a Sandy comes running up, shooting up the fucking place, killing everybody in sight. Look at this guy. Flash, Quicksilver, nah, just another gonk with a Sandy. They don't even know what to do, so they call MaxTac, the very people that they're protesting against. Just look at this disgusting panel, the speed on this guy. And who shows up? Yup, the Cyber Smoke Demon. Just as worse as a fucking psycho in there, dude. Who's worse, really? Imagine her pulling up to raid your crib, you're dead. They picked up a heartbeat on the scanner, glitching in and out. It's heading our way, everybody lock in, Cyber Psycho's here. In comes Damian Wayne with a fucking Sandevistan, a cyber speedster, fucking shit up. This is a nice looking panel too, the way the speed lines are drawn right there. Rookie Ritter gets a moment to lock on, hack, and fry his chrome. He's down for a moment, they get the drop on him. Hook walks up to blow his fucking brains out, but Mutt stops her at the last minute. Oh, what are you doing? That's just a kid. Hook is all like, that ain't no kid, that's a goddamn Cyber Psycho. Little Cyber Speedster has a chance to break free and fucking speeds off, while Hook is pissed at Mutt, talking about, you're so fucking fired, what the hell's your problem? Mutt's all like, bitch, you ain't shit, you're a fucking monster, and Hook's all like, turn in your service weapon and get the hell off the set. Meanwhile, Rookie Ritter's reviewing the security footage, identifies the man as Peter Roach, 42 years old, and he's the dad to little Sandy Speedster. They get the Addy, they go raid the house, kick down the door, max tech, bitch, everybody hit the floor. But Daddy ain't going out like that, he's trying to protect his son, so he grabs his rifle and heads for the shootout. And Rookie Ritter is the first one to get blasted, gets his brains blown out of his back of his head. Lieutenant Hook also gets shot in the gut, she's down for the count. Stepovic has to come in, shoot Daddy, Daddy comes clean, and says that it was kind of his fault for feeding his kid all the cyberware and shit like that on his underdeveloped brain. And it caused little Sandy Speedster to crash out and kill his mom because he didn't want to brush his teeth. Stepovic sees the body and he's all like, oh fuck this, the only way out is death for that little kid. But when he finally makes the choice to go kill the kid, Mutt is right there trying to save his ass. And that's the difference of morality between these two, because Stepovic is all like, nah, you don't know what he did to his mom, and he has to live with that for the rest of his life. It's better to just put him out of his misery so he doesn't have to live with that. But you can't have a heart in Night City, because Mutt was all like, that ain't it, chief. You are walking proof that cyberpsychosis can be cured. You went cyber psycho and then you were rehabbed. I believe we can save this kid. So you can either help me or kill me, because I ain't backing down. And then Stepovic finally makes a choice on which side he's taking, and he kills Mutt. And the kid walks downstairs to help up Lieutenant Hook, and she says, you know, Mutt was right about me. I am a monster. And Stepovic was all like, yeah, I know, boss, but without monsters like us, how would anyone survive? Dude, what a sad and amazing story. Brutal as fuck. And it's actually a message of impending doom to all of us, since we're staring at our phone screens and our desktops and our TVs. We are all potential cyberpsychos, fucked in the head. The world's fucked in the head. And you're fucked in the head because my fucked up head is inside of it. Rest in peace to all my fallen chooms. See ya.